See, are we live? We appear to be live. Is OBS working? Let's see. Oh no. Oh, good. Okay, so we are live. Sorry about the slight delay. I was cleaning up in the living room, putting all the board games and stuff away, and failed to notice that it was about to be 5 o'clock. I'm going to real quick check to make sure that all my stuff is running on the correct graphics cards, because it seems to have been having an issue with that lately. And as soon as I can verify that OBS is on the regular graphics card and that Transport Fever 2 is on the NVIDIA one, which, yes, judging by those readings, probably. Let's see, processes. Yep, transport, yep, we're good. All systems are go. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell from the vastly different station complex, I did a little more than bring the stations back up to where they were before. I finished off the main station complex, aside from the exits. I haven't gotten around to doing those yet. But aside from that, I've got the station complex all figured out. So yeah. Yeah, we got a nice fancy big passenger station, although there's a chance that I might wind up this a bit. Like, I realized that I might wind up needing potentially a couple extra cargo tracks on one side or the other, but there's not really a good way to put those in with the current configuration, just because of how far I brought that out. So what I probably have to do is take out part of that and slew the middle path that I was going to have, take that and slew it over for a segment, and then stick the cargo section out a bit, maybe, if I have to do that. But hopefully I won't have to do that. But anyway, so yeah, for now, we are going to go ahead and start hooking things up. So I've got plenty of money, and I can go ahead and get in my longer train that'll be picking up actual fuel, and switch that guy to just be running back and forth there. So yeah, we're gonna start out by putting in the other, and I also, for now, I got a line set up that's running from just crude oil to fuel, but I'm going to be extending that to be going from the cargo station here, then picking that up, then dropping it off and picking up the fuel, then bringing that back. And then this guy, as I said, is just going to be popping back and forth there, which is going to be extra profitable, because with that coming in, he'll actually be running it both ways. So anyway, we're going to go into that depot, buy vehicle, and we're going to get so into locomotives. So yeah, while I was running it on, the rebuilt version of the Cornwall was unlocked. This is apparently when they rebuilt it, they actually redesigned it completely. But the thing is, for our purposes, is it goes 114 kilometers an hour, which is actually 1 kilometer an hour better than the most of the passenger engines we use until we get the really fast ones. And it's lower power than any of those, but that's fine, especially because lower power means it's cheaper. So this is actually going to be a very, very good engine for putting on little short distance shuttle trains. And in fact, I could probably run a short distance shuttle train with this engine and one or two, and a single coach, or even 2 or 3 coaches, faster and cheaper than a one of the multiple unit rail buses, which is going to be really nice. I said I like having quick, cheap engines, even if they aren't very powerful. But anyway, it also though has half again the power of the previous version. So anyway, we're going to grab one of these guys, and then we're going to, oh, actually, while I'm at it, I was going to oh, oops. Anyway, first things first, we're going to buy the engine. And in fact, I think I'm actually going to buy 2 engines, because that's a much longer line. So anyway, so we're going to grab both of those and modify them. So first things first, I'm going to store that guy on the other train because I'm going to want front and back engines, which will make it so that it'll actually allow me to reverse the train. Then I'm going to grab those two because I was just using those temporarily on that until I switched it over to its shorter route. I'll wind up upping that train later, but for now, this is what I'm going to want. Then I'm going to go into the cargo, and I'm going to buy, like, say, for now, let's go for, like, another, well, let's see. So those guys are half again that, so we want 18 total, so we'll get another 16 in the color I've been using for fuel, which is this slightly reddish, but not totally reddish. Oh, I was going to get the engines that color. No, I can repaint it. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. And then we'll stick the other engine on, and we'll modify that. Then I'm going to color this train to color the engines. And I think I am going to still put a brake van on, even though we do have an engine at each end. I don't know, even if it's useless, I like having a brake van. So, brake van. Modify. So yeah, there we go. That should do us for this guy, and we're going to put him on line 2. And then we're going to start things up again. And first things first, I'm going to go into line 1, and I'm going to get rid of that one, which should transfer everything over to line 2. Then I'm going to go into line 2, and after that, I'm going to add that one. Wait a minute. Why are you doing that? You should not be claiming to have any passenger platforms. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to be doing some split platforms on this one anyway, so I'm going to put in another split platform there so I don't have that. So I've noticed for some reason, whether it was initially a cargo station or a passenger station, always defaults to having the passenger station portion when you just click on it. And you actually have to do a decent amount of work to actively, swap back over to the one you actually wanted, which is highly irritating to me. And so I prefer to just, if I can, at least in these sorts of situations, have one of each so that we don't have that issue at all. Anyway, you go away. I didn't ask for you. Go away. Thank you. I am so good at bumping random keys that I don't want. Anyway, so let's see how the engines are doing. So, hey, there's that guy. So, how are they routing? Okay, so yeah, he's just coming up this way, which we actually don't want. We're going to want this guy to be turning around at both ends and using the double track. So, we're going to want to put in a switch over here. So just simple switch over, want to keep it up to 96 if we can, which we probably can, at least if we're doing just the one side, it's easy. If we're doing a full X, sometimes it gives you problems. And then we're going to finish double tracking the rest of it up here. Because there's a good chance that we're going to want to put multiple trains even with that guy double-headed, because I doubt he's going to have a full 400 rate. But, anyway, so we're going to double track up through to like there-ish. And actually we're going to want to double track most of the way through. Actually, in the end, that one's going to be merging onto the double track. So let's stop the double track like there-ish maybe for now. And then we're going to want to let's see, how are we going to feather this in? Because I've found that we're going to need at least 3 tracks going out that way down this bit of land. So we're gonna want, oh wait, I have my music off. I just realized. Yeah, I turned it off when I was doing something else, so I'm gonna want that back on. Ah, much better. So anyway, so I realized that I'm gonna want like 3 or 4 tracks going off like down that way, as well as some going up the bridges, and I might actually wind up trying to squeeze in another main line that's going out down that coast, because we're gonna need to hit fuel is gonna need to come in, the goods from there are gonna need to come in, and the bricks from there are gonna need to come in, because there's nothing this end of the map that wants bricks. I mean, there's not that much demand for bricks, but we have bricks here in the main city, and then the only other bricks are like way over here. So even though we have a more local one that I'm probably going to service by ship and then bring that one in as well, we're going to want to bring in more bricks from up there and then distribute out to the other two. So we're going to need to pick up bricks and fuel along that main line, as well as feathering out to other stuff, and we're going to want to be bringing in machines down from that way. But, or at least the goods. The machines from this one are probably going to be provided to those 3, rather than being brought all the way down. But as it won't, we also want to keep in mind the fact that we might wind up on like doing a transfer of goods up to here, because like this guy is going to need to come in and go out to there. But anyway, but I like to keep my options open, so I think I'm going to run like those 2 tracks there and those 2 tracks there. I think I'm going to run those out along the side. So actually, I think I'm going to do this slightly differently. I think I'm going to go ahead, and once he's gotten out of the station there, ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, that's actually one thing I didn't think of. Catchment area. Yeah, this actually doesn't have that great a catchment area, so we're going to want to go ahead and get in those truck drop-offs. So we're going to first pin that, because that's our initial drop-off area. Ooh, Ooh, does the cargo not hook all the way up to there? Ooh, gross. Okay, so that's mildly annoying. So we're actually going to need to find a way to put in a capture radius extender in there. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting challenge, to say the least. Okay. I think what we're going to have to do... Oh, yeah, we can leave it running on while we do this. First things first, let's get the fuel being delivered out. The fuel is, like, in that area. Let's see, so... But with that pin, though, we can see the drop-off radius. And then... Yeah, we need to cover all of... Like, we're going to want to wind up eventually covering all of that side and all of that side. So I think we're going to have 2 drop-off tracks over here for now. And I guess I can just run, like, for the depot extension type thing. Like, we do have 2 tracks here to run out to deliver goods up to there, and we only really need 1. So I guess we can just run a little road that like just pops over through all of that, or potentially bridges over, tunnel under. Anyway, since this stuff's gonna all be going to a bridge, we're probably gonna run it under that bridge, probably. But however we get it over, we're probably just gonna run a tram route over from there to there, since this one has 4 and should only need like 2 or 3 for drop off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put 1 like on there, just because that's like an interesting little, basically useless road that I just really like the fact that the town was dumb enough to put it there. So I'm gonna put my thing on that useless road to give it a use. And then we're gonna grab and pin that. Let's see, where else isn't covered yet by the actually, can I get a tram stop on that section too? I'd like to get both stops on that funky little bit of useless road. Just, I don't know, it's just such an interesting little thing. The game is usually smart enough to not put in things like that. And so when it does something weird like this, I just kind of have to do something with it. Aww. I mean, I can put it on the other side. Let's see, if I put that there. Nope. Well, that's mildly annoying. But anyway, I'll just put that in there for now. But then we need to get a another one that'll cover this half of the city. And as it expands, it probably is going to wind up pushing up more cargo demands up that way. But for now, if we can just get a thing in like over here-ish, maybe. Yeah. And that'll have good coverage in like all of that sort of area. So we just need to, yeah, that'll do. So we'll put it on that one. And we'll start putting in some upgraded streets. So we're going to want, yes, tram track and wider street. And we're going to bring this out along up through there. And this is also going to be the same tracks we're going to use for our passenger tram line. So like the passenger tram is probably going to, at least the first loop of it's probably going to wind up being like up through there and then back down. But for this, we're just going to enlarge in that street there. And actually, no, scratch that. I'm actually going to go to put that back to what it was. And I'm actually going to take my turnaround through down there, because that's another main road, and it also goes right into the other side of the depot, which will just make, or not the depot, the station, which will just make life easier for me, because it means that I can do like just a nice one-way loop going through, even if it is going to wind up being very marginally less efficient. And then for the other one, let's see, we are obviously going to need that one done. And we'll want to come in down along there and maybe like use that as a as our turnaround. And in here we can just turn around within the depot maybe. Or we could do up that one, although that would make it more or less efficient rather than more efficient. But I think this is going to be good for now. So we're going to get in a line going from there up to there, and another one going from there to there. And then we're going to want to, on each of those, get a few cargo trams, if they haven't unlocked yet. So while we wait for those to unlock, which let's get the date rolling again so that they will. While we wait for those to unlock, we're going to need something running it. So let's get just a few of these. So let's get like 10 and put 5 on each. Yeah, we'll put these guys on line 3 and the rest of them on line 4. And that should max out the, although first let's move those guys onto the platforms that we've already extended. So you're going to go on Terminal 1, and you're going to go on to Terminal 4. Yeah. And as you can see with... Oh wait, is that another one? That's an interesting route to take. Although, it makes sense considering what side that one's on. So we're going to want to swap the side on that, but instead of actually swapping it, I'm just going to put in the other side. Just, I don't know, for some visual interest. Yeah, and that's more like what I'm going to want, but eventually it's going to wind up with the, because it's tram, it'll be forced to go up through there where the tram tracks are. But until we get cargo trams, I can't exactly do that now, can I? Although, while I'm thinking of it, let's upgrade the these things to be tram track. Let's see. Well, there's our first fuel delivery. Let's follow them in. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the modified version of this engine is much more just, you know, a classic single 220, which, I mean, regular 220s are cool on their own, but I do. Oh, hey, good to see you, Amber. So yeah, as you can see, we put the train in, and I did the whole station complex while offline. So this one's mostly a tram terminal. This one's mostly a cargo tram terminal. This one's all cargo train. This one's all cargo passenger. And we got a nice fancy depot setup going in here. And yes, those do actually connect with paths. You just don't see them. And it lets that one manages to get its connection all the way over to there, but that one doesn't quite get all the way through, which I'm kind of bummed on. But I mean, I see why, but it's still mildly annoying because it means that I can't ship directly from there over. But it just means that I'm going to have to squeeze a cargo tram route, like going either in that way or like over that way to hook up to there, and then redistribute because like between that, there's only like a tiny little bit more that actually needs it on this side of town, so I should be able to fairly easily supply even with only one platform of this. And if nothing else, I can also like say I could grab my cargo stop. Oh, I can't put it on the road in there, that's mildly annoying, but I can put it like say there or something of that nature. Actually, I should have put that in as one of the bigger roads. I doubt I can upgrade much, if any of it, at this point. Although, I actually can do the ends, which would give me a way to do a nice looking tram turnaround. Actually, I think I might do that, and then put in the tram track, put it in as a drop-off point on one of those. But anyway, for now though, as we don't even have cargo trams unlocked, let's not worry too much about that. Yeah, I've got a little drop-off route, two little drop-off routes, so that the fuel works will actually start demanding fuel. And we've got our new bigger train running the crude oil in and the fuel out. And then the original train is now just running back and forth, bringing crude to the refinery from where it's being dropped off at the fuel place. Although that actually doesn't seem to be a big enough platform. So now that I've actually, got the money, although I think it's also that we just need to up the rate on that guy, which definitely can do. So let's go into platforms. And let's see. I'd like to go out that way, but apparently it's just curved enough. I can't. Although that can be remedied if I have to. But let's see. Well, actually, what I really want to do is I'm just gonna bite the bullet and carve into the mountain. It's not like I didn't, leave the game running all night last night to get myself enough money to do this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that and carve the toes off this plateau. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, that'll give it a bit more room, and I think we're also gonna upgrade this guy, give him another car. So yeah, let's grab a 3-plank wagon. We'll make it be the like dark green I've been using for the oil lines, and we'll stick that on. Let's see, what is his rate? So this guy has a rate of 171, so actually we'll probably want to slightly more than double it. And then the other one has a rate of 229. So yeah, we want at the very least match those rates, which means that this guy will be bringing in enough crude oil, and that guy will be shoveling it all back. So for this one, it's actually going to be just simply doubling it. Actually, I think for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double it, but then I'm going to move some of the cars off and make a new third train. It's going to have like 3 with 4 cars. No, we'll probably want to add a 5th car to each of these, but for now, let's put Jenny Lind on this one, because statistics-wise, they're effectively the same. So let's just get a little bit of variety. Then we'll do that. And then we'll want to stick like 1 more car on each of them. And then we'll, no, not a brake van, a regular car. And then we'll want to just double the other line. Although if we're doing this, we'll need to signal it up better. There we go. And then we'll pause while we get signals in and double track this bit. Yes, 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 I know you're complaining. I'm getting ready to fix it. And yeah, that's going to need to be boosted up to match. There we go. And then we'll need to put in a crossover at the other end. About so. That. Actually, I think I might actually look at combining those into one large. Actually, yeah, I actually don't want 3 separate. You know what? Scratch that. We're not doing this. We're going to leave this bit signal tracked for now. And I'm just going to combine those into a single train that's double-headed with a helper. Because not only will that, you know, let my make everything reversible mod activate on this, but it also means that we can keep the single track. I'm actually going to put the depot access back in here, the real tight little switch in there. And then I'm going to just run it and wait for him to flip, and then I'm going to pause and modify, because we want him facing away from the depot. And we'll just flip all of these and modify, and I'm actually going to get rid of that Jenny Lynn, and I'm going to put on the reversed one. So first things first, we're going to get, I believe it's there, that's the reversed Jenny Lind. So we're going to get the one with the weatherboard. And we're going to move that guy up here to the front with this one. And then we're going to get rid of 2 brake vans and just move all that stuff up. And then move him up as a back van. There we go. And now that train will, you know, explode into full size. And that should put the rate still at not quite 400. Wait, where'd the third engine go? Oh, did I accidentally delete the third engine? Well, that can be remedied. So we're gonna... Apparently the non-rebuilt corn wall is gone, so we'll just get two Jenny... Oh no, it's on there. Oh, it's just stuck inside. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna run this, and I'm actually gonna flip you right back around to pick up the rest of that stuff. And then we're gonna want to double line 2 as well. And this is where we're gonna have to double track first, or finish double track, because it is double tracked. I just need the switches and signaling. Quit being stupid, you. Oh wait, no, we already have the switch. That's interesting. Oh, huh. Well, that's an odd one. Apparently the switch managed to, like, you know, dip down enough to entirely disappear. Whatever. Apparently it doesn't want me doing that long. Well, that's fine, because, well, I do want to try and get the full 96. There we go. That's about... No. Nope. Yeah. I'm just going to have to resign myself to the fact... Yeah, because they are going to be going into the station full speed, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll just chuck it in. And get some signals in. Because this bit is going to be the main line. I'm going to have to put in a bypass around that station. Probably carving even deeper into the toes of that mountain plateau, but that's fine, I guess. Yeah, and you might notice that I've reverted in style a little bit to having my chat up on the right-hand side, and that's because I was running late for the stream and didn't have enough time to get the second device set up. So I just, instead of getting out Mom's laptop and logging into my YouTube stuff on it, I just, you know, put up in a little side window and ran with it. But yeah, it works well enough, and most of my lag issues were coming from other sources, so it's just the convenience of using the chat issue rather than a actual issue. So, but anyway, so while he's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and finish with that. So we're going to run that dude into there. Then we're going to run this dude just straight the way up into there. And then we're going to need a crossover here. There we go. Yeah, crossovers on these sorts of tight turns typically come out a bit funky, but that's fine. So yeah, and then now that we've got that in, you can go ahead and grab line 2 and just duplicate it. And since it's already double headed and it'll do all the nice reversing stuff, we can just leave it as just double heading it real quick. Or sorry, just sticking another train on. And that'll up the frequency, which for a long delivery like this is nice. So yeah, we've got 3 trains on the line now. And this is shipping just about everything. Another streetcar. I might go ahead and get the tram line in, but I think while those guys run and make me money, if they are making me money, they'd better be making me money. Anyway, while those guys run and theoretically make me money, I think I'm going to start on getting the bridge in. So how to get it around that is going to be hard, because I'm going to need to have that depot access both going through there and the other one's going to need to go through there, but the bridge is still going to need to come from those ones. That's going to be a tricky order. Because, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that up high enough to bridge over that anytime soon. Oh, I could do, like, one cargo bridge and, like, bring all of that up and in and that way down, and I might just barely squeeze it over. And do, like, one for cargo and then a separate one for passenger. Let's see, how tightly can I squeeze that through? I could get it through there, and the other stuff would all, since it's all going to be wider radius, could squeeze out and heat it. But I'd still have to, you know, get from there up. We could try take that out and put it back in, but then, like, you know, I'll get it out of there a little bit further. So I'm actually going to take out that bit and move the switch on it up a ways. But we're going to take that out, like, oh, yeah, this is just depot access, so it doesn't need to be that much. So we could either try and boost this guy up and then lock the other stuff into it and have it all go up together to the bridge. First, let's see if we can just dip this down. It'd probably actually technically go below sea level. Yeah, that's as far down as we can get. Now, let's see if we can get the shortest one over here to bridge up over it. So we're just going to go out and set that to be maximum amount of going up. Ooh, we got an issue. Why are you... Oh, did it not adjust the route? No, it... It's the station. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, we need to put our crossover in, like, way up there. There we go. There we go. And the crossover goes in a little bit better there anyway, so it's fine. So then, anyway, let's see. Yeah, it's not even coming close to going up enough. Let's see how far we have to go over before it will... Nah, it just doesn't. See, I think we're going to have to try dipping that up enough that we can just get the bridge to go up and do a level crossing up in the air effectively. Yeah, and we'll also want to be coming over a little bit, because the passenger needs to have more speed than the other, so we're probably going to do the bridge off of, like, there-ish. It's like the bridge is going to be kind of like straight out there, say. And we actually only need to, like, just barely start the bridge at this point, because we can arch it some. Although, if we want to get multiple places for ships to go through, we're going to want to be coming up, like, from this point onward, real steep. So let's go at the shallower angle up to, like, there. Then we'll put that in. And then we'll see. Can we even get this to hook into that? Yeah, no, that's just not quite happening. I mean, we could, but then the other stuff would be even harder, so nah. I think that part's just not going to be happening. So yeah, we're actually going to have to join them in midair as part of the bridge, which is fine, I guess. So let's start with getting the whole passenger section joined up, which that should theoretically be fairly easy. Just come in and let's see. I think that part is already set. Yeah, so we're actually probably going to swap where the things are. And we're going to use that as our high-speed trains for when we get them in. Yeah, I think we're going to wind up doing that. And then this first one, I want to try and keep just as quick as I can. So yeah, this is probably going to wind up slowing down, you know, quite a lot. So yeah, that one only barely goes in at all, which is fine. Barely is good enough in this situation. That's going to probably wind up being like one of the slower ones that's going to someplace fairly close. And then I think I'm going to wind up taking this one into that one and just eating that slow switch maybe. Or can I actually get a good switch to go in here? Because it's going to need to be at least there so I can get the other half in. Let's see. Yeah, that switch is actually worse than that one. So yeah, we're going to be better off putting this one into there. We'll come out like up here. Go down to that one. And in. Then this one we can definitely bring up to there. And then back out. So yeah, and we'll just do basically the exact same thing on the other side of the station for the passenger, and then we're going to have to do something similar with the cargo. We're going to have, you know, a bunch of crossings over that are going to go in funkily. And then we're going to need to try and probably have the whole thing curving off that way as it goes up so it can join into that bridge without doing anything too stupid. But in this one, the passenger junction is at least going to be much higher speed, so you've got a lot more room to come out. That's actually... Oop. Ah. So yeah. And as I said, and this one's basically going to be the high-speed track, so I'm going to be having a few, like, express services that are going to be going, you know, like, probably, like, one right the way down to, like, there-ish. That's then going to spread out a bit, one going either to there or there. That's probably going to want to be a high-speed train that's going to be just going most of the way down up and down the map. So anyway, so we're gonna, yeah, this one should actually go in. We'll want to do it from this side. So that's going to come just down to there. And the other one's going to go in beside it. So anyway, let's see. So track speed. So that one slows down to 50 and 52. So let's see what this one would do. So this one would go down to, if I can get it in at all. This one, oh, there we go. This one would go down to 49. So yeah, we are better off feathering into here. Again. Like that. And then this one, we're just gonna go. I hate it why it does it. Does anybody know why it does that sort of thing? It's just weird and irritating. Anyway, that's that gone in. And I think we're gonna put our crossover like up there on the bridge maybe. But anyway, Yeah, let's go ahead and configure that, and we'll change where the because we're gonna need some divisions like that, but we're also gonna leave some of them long to put high-speed trains into. They're not actually gonna be used as through tracks. It's just based on how big a platform we need. It's like we're probably gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna need at least a couple of short platform ones. So that guy will be short, and then we'll. Have I mentioned before that I do not like the fact. What is that doing? So it's something dumb. But anyway, have I mentioned before the fact that I don't like it when the game decides to, or not the game, when my computer plug comes unplugged and then it goes to sleep like that. Yeah, I've got something jury-rigged to help hold it down, to fix it up a bit better at some point here, but anyway, now that I've got that in, I can go back into the miscellaneous and put the roof cover back on. So yeah, those ones, and probably I'm also going to wind up doing the same here. Although I might actually leave those ones long as well, but I'm going to wind up using like those tracks for mainly local services, and then the ones over here are going to go like right the way to the other side of the map. So anyway, yeah, while I'm working on this, so I actually put this bit in just to keep the town from like expanding out into my station while I was still working on it, but now that I'm at this point, I can just get rid of that. And I think I'm going to start off with this one doing a nice sweeping curve to start following the coast. And then I'm probably going to do like a funky shaped like S-bend to get those in to try and dodge that road so I don't have to mess up the town anymore. Yeah, and I shouldn't have to run passengers on this section, I don't believe. But, no, we actually do have multiple things I don't need to get passengers down to this way. That's going to be a real tricky one. Is trying to get part of the... Let's see. I think I have a good solution here. So I'm going to take those up as steep as possible, right? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop this right the way back. And I'm going to take out a little bit of this bit. And I'm going to merge that back in after, but I'm going to take this all back to there. And then I'm going to get some track, and I'm just going to run this bit straight down along the coast, right? Just way down. And then I'm going to take the depot track, and I'm going to put it in. Actually, I'm going to put it up parallel like that. And then I'm going to see if I can't get it to also so yeah, there we go. That gives us the depot access and puts the depot access fairly far away from those things, so I might be able to get the bridge up in time. So let's see. And then I'm going to want to, for now, I'm just going to get rid of that. Then I'm going to take these, and I'm going to curve them in. Okay, maybe I'll have to go the other way. So I'm going to go the other way. And I'm going to do it that way so that they can start speeding up more and more as they get out of the station. Like, it's going to start off fairly sharp, but by the time they're actually merging in, they're going at a decent speed. Or can be if they have the power for it. And then by that point, they're just full speed ahead. And then now, so that'll actually do it for that bit. So let's see if I can come back in here. And I'm going to come from there. Because we want to be close. We don't want to be going that way. So I'm going to see if I can go straight in, full slope. Not quite. Now, first things first, we can go ahead and get rid of that little sticky outy bit. And if I have to, I can also wiggle and S-bend a little bit. But first things first, I'm just going to see if I can get up enough to bridge over that. Nearly, actually. I nearly can. But it's definitely going to collision on the other side. So yeah, I'm going to have to S-bend this track at least a little bit. Which means so yeah, we're going to come out just as tight as we can. Fully up. This will serve the dual purposes. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from this one. And then I'm going to merge the other two into it. That should do me. Oh, come on. Really? So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to try and dip that down. And I guess is fine. So yeah, we're going to make just straight and flat for all that. Then we'll put these guys back in. And once we've got those guys back in, we'll put the other one back in, but we'll trim it off a bit and then dip down as far down as I can. So we're just going to take, for now we're just going to take that back. I'm going to need to come out of here. Oh, what? No. Why? Stop that. Okay, well, I will put this bit in. Continuing out straight and flat for just a little ways. Actually, we're going to want to come to about there. And then I'm going to bring the other one out to meet it, which should force it to put the double slip back in if it doesn't do something stupid like that, which it's going to, of course, because why wouldn't it? So I'll have to trim that back again, put that bit in again, then put that bit in again. Then, yeah, it's not too horrible. And so then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take since we're not even going to try and get that first track to go in proper. Well, actually, no, I think I am still, though, going to extend this out a bit, and I'm just going to fill it full slope down. And let's see if that'll do it. Let's try going the other way. Nope, doesn't snap to it. So yeah, let's put this in straight for a little bit, full down. That's the problem, it just can't get tight enough at all. So yeah, we don't want to take it out that far, we want to take it out maybe to like there-ish. So that's getting that down as much as I can. And then actually, because we actually really don't need it double tracked the whole way, so we can actually trim that back again. And we can get a little bit more space by coming to the outer track there. And once again, just dip it. Oh no, why would you do that to me? So yeah, we're gonna go. Really? You're gonna be like that, are you? Okay, so actually it looks like I can't actually take the track at all below sea level, so we're just gonna come out perfectly straight and level from there. Because that's about the best I can do from the looks of it. Yeah, so we're just going to come out to there, as low as it'll go. I'm actually going to S-bend into there if I can. So yeah, let's take that out and see if I can S-bend in from here. Not quite, but maybe if I come like that a little bit first, it'll let me. Yeah, sometimes you can do funky things to trick it into letting you make your curves a bit tighter than you should be able to, but apparently this is not one of those times. So I do actually just have to trim that back a bit. So let's make you stay flat, and of course it does it that way and puts the tight turn at that end. But if anything, I want it to be at this end. So let's come out a little bit like that. Fold down from that side. There we go. That's more like it. So yeah, I think that's about as much room as I'm going to get. And then over here to get the depot access, I can literally just chuck in a tiny little bit there. It's still probably more than I need, but since it's all contained within the crook of that one, it really doesn't actually affect anything. So yeah, we're going to take from here and see what full up gets me. Still collision. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to slalom all the tracks to get up over that wall. Well then, okay. So I really don't want to have to remove and replace the entire station. I could also do the other trick of trying to just bring that in as close as I can, and then just see if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna try that before, because that I can put back in pretty easy. So I'm gonna just see, bring this in full tight radius curve like there, and then I'm gonna just bring it over and in like that, just as tight as I can. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get. Well, let's see. So actually, no, it's actually, these ones are going to be the most limited. So yeah, we're going to just try and put this in and see if it'll let me, like, at all. So we'll actually have to get rid of this bit to try it, I think. At least that chunk of it. But if I leave that in, it'll still go back in easy if I have to resort to slaloming it up. So yeah, we're gonna just boost this up as high as it'll let me, which that's as best I can get. And it's gonna give me a collision warning if I try and just sneak it in under there, but let's see. So we're gonna want. See, I think I'm gonna go with something a little more appropriate to the area and chuck in a sandstone looking bridge here. So yeah, we're gonna put it into there. So it'll let me run that one in. And then let's see what it will let me do with this one. Yeah, no way I'm gonna be able to join off the actual bridge part, but this is gonna, you know what? I'm gonna run it on because I have thing. Ooh, okay, we apparently have an issue. Oh, did I? Oh, I forgot to put the crossover back in. Silly me. Since that's going up to there, I'm gonna do the crossover from right there. There we go. That gets it in. And then that'll solve the track problem for now. And back to messing about with this and seeing if I can get this bloody bridge going. Oh, actually, no, we want it paused so that we can demolish with impunity. Yeah, let's see, because we're going to be bringing it in to meet that bridge. So I'm actually going to do it at a take the turn down to like. Why does that always cover up the thing? Like, you'd think that they would be able to, you know, set it up so that that wouldn't cover up the speed indication, but. That's about fast enough considering I'm actually going to set it to just go up full slope still. And bring that up to there. And then I'm going to see if I can't get this bit to go in at all. So I can get this bit in. Let's try going the other way. Nope. Okay, so it's giving me a too much slope alert, which is understandable. Let's see if maybe coming in from a little further down. Nope. Yeah, it's giving me that's the section that's too much sloping. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, no. I just can't quite get it in. So maybe if we take the slope up a bit less extreme from the bridge, it's going to make it even harder to get ships under. We're going to have to, as soon as we get that feathered in, we're going to have to immediately just go full slope and have the arch way towards the other side. But yeah, I can actually keep it level off from here for now. And then I'm gonna get that bit in. We don't want white brick. I'm gonna go with that one, the sandstone bricks. But yeah, so yeah, that's actually going at level. So I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna feather it in. As I'm actually gonna have to come from here. Okay, so let's. Okay, so come from there up to there. And then we'll delete that bit back. And then I'm just going to see. So yeah, let's merge that in like about there-ish. And get the same bridge. Yeah, I like this bridge mod. It still has like some of those sorts of issues, but doesn't seem to have as much as some of the other stuff. Well, actually, no, I'm going to want to bring it up parallel and then merge in on the bridge to keep that from being as bad. But although the other one's coming in, so yeah, we're actually going to bring that up to parallel like that. Bring the other one up to follow it. Then we're going to start feathering in. So we're going to take this guy. And actually, from here on, we can actually do it at slope, too, because it's going to be a constant, ridiculously steep slope. So yeah, we're going to take that back. Then we're going to go from there back to here. Start them all at about the same spot. And bring that one up to meet it. So yeah, there we go. And now, if I can get this one to go in like at all, which, let's see if I can. I'd like to take it across there, but nah, because we get that issue. Let's try going from here out this way. Yeah, because I can do that, put that bit in, then take that out, and swing back over that way. Gets that in, and I can take this one, bring it through there, and up to there, which should run it yeah. By George, I think we've done it. That appears to be a depot track cutting through the middle, and everything making it up to the bridge. And then actually, I can probably cut it off at where it starts the bridge and start. Nah, no. Yeah, because that's actually already gotten up much higher than that because I was taking that steadier. So yeah, I actually probably can. First, I'm going to put in the bridge here. Because I'd feel real dumb if I did all that and then I didn't have a bridge that is ship clearanced. So yeah, we're going to force it level, and then we're going to spam the M key and just make it as harsh as a railway bridge can go in. Nope. So yeah, another trick for doing this sort of thing is I can take that slope up. That's enough to get a couple of crossings over towards that end. But I'm actually going to utilize another little trick I have. Yeah, I found plenty of tricks to get railway bridges to cooperate because I like doing these sorts of very rivery things. So you can take a short section and just set it to stupidly sloped. But it needs to be a fairly short section. And then if you do your hump bridge after that, it actually increases the maximum height the hump will go to. Oop, no, I wanted that to be the sandstone. But because when you do the actual humped bridge, it actually limits how sharp the transition between the steep part and the flatter part at the top will be. But if you do it this way, you can get a much harder transition, and you'll shoot up fast right from the start, and then sort of mellow out later. So yeah, let's see if I do that, and then take this guy right the way across. And we know that would do it. Let's see if I go straight and level from where it got up to there. And then oh no, we want that. Okay. So yeah, and that's actually more than enough. So I can actually lower it slightly. Actually, a lot more than slightly, apparently. But yeah. Actually, no, we want it high enough to put that in. I'll give it one extra just so that it doesn't get screwed up when I put in the other half. Okay, so yeah, that's that bit in. And yeah, and I'm going to have to do either an entire second bridge, or actually I might just make the bridge quad track rather than trying to actually fully feather in. Because yeah, if I pull up the navigable waters thing, yeah, if I can get, now let's just see if I slap another 2 tracks on this portion of the bridge, what will it screw up? Or actually, it's going to be easier to quad track the whole thing and then remove what I don't want, I think. Why are you not going all the way to the end? See, I'm going to just put it right the way up to there. And then I'm going to take it from over here and just run it straight the way across. And see, what does that do to it? So yeah, we knew that part wasn't going to be passable. But yeah, we can still get a ship through there, and from the looks of it, it'll let us ship through there and through there. 3. And so it should still be good at 4. We hope. Theoretically. So from the looks of it, that one there closes up when you put in... Hold on. Probably... Yeah, it messed with the pillar placement some. So if I extend that one out a bit further... Now it should. Let me do it right the whole thing. No, so we do lose 1, but we still have 2 places that ships can go through, which is really all that I absolutely need it to have. So yeah, we'll go ahead and say that's good. I'm actually going to get rid of that. Take this, and let's start it from up here. And we'll start it like about there. Yeah, let's start it about there. Nope, we want to start a bit further this way. So try and there we go. That doesn't screw up the actual portion we care about, so we can go into there. Actually, we'll come this way for this bit. Well then, let's... What are you doing, game? Okay, so yeah, we need to try and get this bit to come out off of there and run parallel to the bridge for at least a little bit, and then we should be able to bring it down and in without too much trouble. Okay, well, let's get rid of that, and then let's take it back a little further. Yeah, take this guy just right the way in. There we go. Perfect. Or at least acceptable. And then we'll actually go ahead and get rid of that bit, because that's actually not going to be part of the actual stuff. There we go. And now we need to try and do the same sort of thing to get that bit to merge into there. And I'm not going to add more tracks for this. I'm just going to try and cut in. Why are you doing this? There we go. It's being super dumb. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come like up there and then Okay, so yeah, we're gonna come from way back here. Nope, we can't make it down in time from there. What about from there? Nope. Let's try from there. Okay, from there you'll do it. So I'll bring that up to meet it. And then we'll just have to go. Come on. Nope. We need to go to the other... Fine, I'll bring it in going the other way. Let's see, if I can get this one in, maybe it'll guide the other half in for me. Okay, apparently it'll work if I run it all right the way. Let's see, can I run it up to there from here? Okay, so that's where it'll start working. So let's see if moving it further up this way will get me a nicer bit there with less overlap. And it looks like it doesn't particularly help over there. Yeah, I wish that bridge switches came out nicer in this game. But I don't really see any practical way for them to, you know, improve it without just massively modifying the actual source code of how the game runs bridges and stuff. And I don't see how you could really do that, just modding it. So no, I am going to have to bring it out further to let that bit go in. Even if it doesn't much help the actual curvature of it. Okay, we're going to bring it up to like there. And it actually looks like that doesn't quite line up right with the end of that. So we're going to put this bit in, and we're actually going to trim that bit out and run it again. Oh, there we go. Hey! And would you looky there? It would appear that we have gotten it in. And it only took, you know, a completely stupid quantity of fussing about with it. And with any luck, we can get a, come on, zoom in. We can get a switch coming out from, like, somewhere in there that'll hook up to that, to the depot. Let's see. We'll probably get one from there to just squeeze out, maybe? Yes. There we go. That squeezes out well enough. And then take from there. And we'll start coming up. And hopefully it will snap in. Maybe. Oh, don't give me that. If I have to, I can probably take that track back, put it in as regular track, and start the switch just a little earlier. So that's what we'll do. Take that out, and we'll put it in that way. Then we can try starting the switch, like there-ish, maybe. So this first bit, I'm just going to put it in real short, just sticking out a little bit. I'm going to try again to just run it straight over. There we go. And it's in. So now our passenger bridge on this side is hooked up to depot access. And we currently have a 4-track main line here with passenger and cargo section. It's fine. I'm considering keeping a aside from like the stuff that's good. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I was gonna try and see if I could get some of these tracks to fork over to that side. Yeah, I just think that's not gonna be happening. And I might have to like, let's see, because the passenger main line. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to bring the passenger line like along the cliffs there, and then have another a secondary bridge that jumps over there. Get that bit hooked in, or else manage to get it on this side where I've got a little bit more room to work with. Because that is one definite thing, is we have a lot more room on this side. And I think I'm gonna take this nearest track, and I'm gonna try and bring that as well as the depot, like, because I'm gonna need a couple of tracks that just go all the way down. And theoretically, this is gonna be the less busy half of the station anyway. So I'm gonna actually take that out. And then I'm gonna try and get this bit to go in, which it does nicely. And then this one I'm just gonna take in as quick as I can, and then I'm gonna probably put in a crossover somewhere to let that get over. And let's see, because with any luck on this side, I should be able to just take this and just set the slope to max. And since I've got a bit more distance to work with here, I might be able to get it to go in without collisioning. Okay, so not on that one, but maybe on this one. So all the way up, and then spam the M key. I said all the way up, M key. Okay, maybe with this one. Nope, not on that side either. Of course not. That would just be way too easy if I could just, put in my station stuff. Although, actually, I'll bet you what I can do. Because with the mods I have to how the station platforms and stuff work, I can actually, if the bulldozer comes up, take these back a section and start it going up early. Get just that little bit more altitude as well as that upward angle. That might just do wonders. Let's see. So we're gonna grab this guy and just go out straight to about the end there. Then I'm gonna zoom in and get it dead even with the end of the platform. And then we're just gonna take that and say right the way up. And like, that's not too, aside from, the graphical terrain error type stuff, that's not too bad for actually using that bit of platform. But as it starts us on our way up, then it means that we should be able to get the bridge a lot sooner and squeeze our way over the tracks, hopefully. Just like that. And we're going to start taking this in as much as we can. And yeah, basically that. That's like exactly what I wanted, yes. So yeah, probably should have just done that on the other side. It probably would have gone in a lot easier, but whatever. But yeah, and because of the climate looking very sandstony, at least until we could get some brick factories going, I'm actually going to want to continue using the sandstone. Just as it until we have access to an actual, you know, bricks making facility, it just makes more sense that we would be using the sandstone, you know. There we go. So that gives us the bridge. And then we can bring that guy in. And then the other ones we'll bring up and we'll just hook those in after we get over that. Although this one I actually don't want, the one on the end, I actually don't want to do that. The one on the end, I'm going to bring back out a bit. Back at the end. And then I'm going to, first I'm going to get this bit in, but then I'm going to try and hook that one like over and then in to get into there without taking out any more of the town. I actually think that I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to actually use, you know, actually with how high that's gotten, I could probably get over the passenger line too. But I don't know, no reason to go for anything ridiculous like that. Let's see. Although I might take this back a little ways and start it curving over to make it easier to merge the bridges. Yeah, and that'll also make the bridges shorter too. See, we're actually going to do that. I'm going to take both of these guys back. Actually, a decent way because I have to take out a lot of switches to do it. And I'm going to go from here and I'm going to curve it a bit, but I'm going to keep it going. Oop. Now that's the annoying thing with deep water. It goes from the bottom and you can't see the bottom. Anyway, so I'm going to get this to the right bridge. I'm actually going to have this be going right the way up for all of this. Or for all of this bit, anyway. Actually, no, because I want it to stay flat up to about there, don't I? Or no, stay at 1 tick of slope instead of 2. Up through till I start the bridge. Yeah, just like that. And then I'm gonna put this in up through there, and I'm gonna cut back and redo the bridge. But for now, we're gonna take this guy there. I'm gonna bring both of these just right the way in, right up to the bridge. And if I have to, I can actually go in that way, but I'd rather start from there and come out if I can, if it'll let me. Maybe let's get that one in first, and then we'll put the other one in following it. Yeah, like that. There we go. And no. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll get it in. And then these guys just go right on into there. Boom, and it goes. Okay, so now let's run the actual bridge out. So we're going to chop it off back to where it turns into regular track. Then we're going to start the bridge again. And we're going to just set it to go right the way up. And then Sandstone bridge. And actually, if I can get it going more parallel with the pathing squares for the ships, that'll actually make it so that the we're more likely to get arches that are valid for ships to pass underneath of. Yeah, when you go diagonal, it has much more of a tendency to drop extra feet into the arches, but if you can bring it over so that you're going parallel to those lines in there, you'll get much more ship navigable water when you expand the bridges bigger. Yeah, so yeah, see, this guy's actually having to come back down to meet the passenger bridge, because we had to take it up so sharply from there. So let's see if I can't. First things first, we need to get the rest of these guys to come up and over. Yeah, let's see, can I think I'm going to get this guy to come into there. I don't think I want to run another double bridge, but I need it to come in so that it'll go into the passenger bridge nicely-ish. Yeah, it needs to get so that it's running up alongside it. That. Yeah, and if you don't mind having funky looking bridge sidings, you can actually do a really effective method of merging these in, which is to just run double slips right the way up and a big X of double slip switches. It's a bit slow, but it will very reliably get you, like, as many tracks as you want down to just the two on one side or the other. Anyway, I'm gonna take. Actually, that's actually another trick for space. I can bring these guys down to like this, and just run a bunch of them out parallel. No, actually, nah, that's more work than I need to go through. Because for these ones, they don't need to be near as precise. In fact, I might actually be able to just, if I get lucky, run it just right the way in. Doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Nah. So yeah, I'm gonna run it up to here. And just go into here and tell it to slope on up. And run these up to meet it. Then I'm gonna just merge all these into the bridge and then get the bridge finished. Actually, I think I'm going to do this the other way. I'm going to take it from right the way up here, and I'm going to come down to meet that one. And then I'll use M to... Okay, now that's not going to go in right. Okay. Fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to use my parallel bridges tactic. Get all of these to go in. So yeah, we're going to go into like there. And then from there, I'm going to take this and I'm going to split it off and run it to there. Oh, don't be that way. Yeah, because it doesn't want to put in that massive hump. that it needs to clear that. Actually, we could probably trim this back and reduce that hump a little bit if I made that steeper, but yeah, we're gonna have to run it in the same way I did the first time. Just through sheer grit and determination. Well, this one is definitely going to go in a lot easier, but yeah, we're just going to go in up to up to there. I can add a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, up to there, and we'll get the right bridge. Put in this one alongside it. And I'm just gonna keep right on merging these in. Then I'm actually gonna extend that out a ways, and I'm gonna have like effectively a set of sidings that are out on the bridge, which I can actually put in some assets to make them look like they are actual, sidings just stuck out in the middle of the bridge, which is kind of weird, but it works, and it's better than a lot of the alternatives for getting this sort of thing to merge in. Just, I don't know, do the two bridges in different styles at least. Let's see, can I get this one to just go in alongside, maybe, at all? Yeah, this one I can just do the easy way. But yeah. So what you do is you run these on up to up to there. And then I'm actually gonna run the bridge starting from the passenger side, and I'm just gonna run it right the way across. And it's more than good enough. So I'm gonna just take that on off, let it drop its way down to the ground, and on this one I've got plenty of room for ships to pass through in the middle there. Just a nice grand arched bridge. I'm actually gonna bring it up just a little more in an attempt to center that archway. It's actually not doing anything. Yeah, still that's perfectly adequate. Yeah, so these two I'm just gonna run all the way along. And we're out of money. So, well, now that I know what I'm doing, though, I can start running it on, because I don't have to worry about being able to delete things. So I'm going to take you back, and I'm gonna find a place where the pillars look good, and then that's where I'm going to end this. So yeah, we want to get it to do that. That's what we want. Just like that. And then I'm going to just take all the rest of these out to there. One at a time. And hopefully that's enough room to get our stupidly massive double slip switch in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a slow one, but as it's only going to be freight traffic using it, hopefully it won't be too much of a choke point. But if it is, we can wind up redoing this to something a bit more effective, like run a second cargo bridge and divide it between the two maybe. But anyway, so what you got to do is we'll start from about there, and we're just gonna take this out the other way if it'll let me. Come on, you. So yeah, we're going the right way. And then now we're just gonna get it to come into there as far back as it'll let me go. And then we'll just turn every single one of those crossings into a double slip switch. Yeah, It's going to do some funky things because this is a real funky bridge. But we might be able to straighten some of those out. But like double slip, just all the way down. Actually, I think I'm going to move this back up a little bit so I can stay off of the worst of that arch. It'll keep the funkiness to a minimum. Yeah, okay, and now all the rails are at least on top. And, I mean, it does separate a lot of the joining, but, I mean, so long as it doesn't actually encroach on the tracks, it's not too big a deal if it does that. So, yeah, we're just going to let it run on, and when we get a couple more deliveries in, we can hit that check mark. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's how you get this in. And then, because those are going to be double slips, those effectively form a series of sidings that stick out. Effectively, what it is in terms of a engineering justification. Although, actually, with how much those break, I'm gonna see if I can get this in without breaking up all the joining that far back. Ooh, got in a moment there where it came out real nice. Right there. Okay, so yeah, it does put in an extra arch going along there, which I'm actually perfectly fine with considering where it is. But yeah, and with this, it's basically when they were bringing all the bridges in, they wanted a couple of parallel arches there to just make these spans a bit nicer. Although that's a bit stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly like the way Transport Fever 2 does its stone bridges. The smaller arches are fine, but really, with stone bridges for these, that would not be structurally sound. It would have to be, like that. Or, like, you have to have a smooth all the way, no flat bit. That would collapse in a heartbeat. So it would actually have to be like coming up from here, like touching there just barely, and then sweeping back down to get those wider arches. And I do think that if there were a way to make the Transport Fever 2 bridges do that they would look a lot better for it. But there isn't, so we can't, so we won't. Actually, oh. No, actually, I'm actually gonna rework this bit, because I actually don't like where the arch came out, and I think that by following this back parallel for a while, we might be able to get a nicer arch. So we'll actually run this back parallel there to where it breaks off with that one, and the same here. Oh, come on, you. I'm just gonna run that one in, and then I'll fix that bit after. Okay. See, I'm actually going to try coming from there down and in. Oh, why are you being stupid like that? Let's try see if I can run that to there, and then across maybe. Ooh, nope. No, it's not gonna bridge up for some stupid reason. Let's try using this to bring the land down a little bit there. Every little bit helps. Transport Fever 2 just doesn't much like low bridges. But I do. Because, look, there are so many things that low bridges are great for. Okay, let's try taking you out. And we'll bring this in from there, and we'll just use this method. So let's take that, bring it to right the way up. Okay, there we go. Okay, and if we can, let's try and break that bit off. Okay, let's try putting that half in. And then we'll run from maybe like there to there. And then we'll get rid of that bit. Yeah, it's just a matter of back and forth trying to trick Transport Fever into doing what you want rather than what it wants. Like that. There we go. That's a little bit better. I mean, it's very much, you know, tight wriggles. Ah, no. It's not going to let me. Okay, well, let's try whacking that back a bit. And we won't follow that as far. We'll whack it back a bit more to there. And we'll take that in until it does something. Oh, wow. Oh, that'll go in real nice. And actually, I think I am going to try and take this and merge it in there-ish. I think it'll make that double slip mess go in a little bit neater if I follow this for a ways. And we'll bring you just right the way down to that. And I would have liked it if I could have gotten it to keep bridging on down, and I might take out that ground section and put it back in again and see if it'll put in a bridge this time. That bit needs to go too. So yeah, let's just take this bit and chuck it in and see if any more of it'll bridge. What if I take this tool and bring the ground down just a little bit? Now will it bridge? And if the answer's no, the answer's no. But if it's yes, I'd love it to. Nope. Nope, it won't. Which I guess is fine. Can't get everything. And this is more than I expected to get. So we're just going to run that right the way in. And I'd say that's pretty darn good. And so now we're going to take this bit and run it from up there and just run it down until it does something stupid with the track. Which does, so we can get it in there, but I think we're going to need more to actually turn those into double slips. Let's see if I can get one real far down where it'll do something nice for me. Well, that's not too terrible, because I could probably rerun that bit to stick again. And that actually gets me a pretty darn quick double slip. I can probably find that spot again if I have to, so I'm going to see if I can take it down a little bit further. See if we can. Oh yeah, it's still staying nice too, wow. Yeah, this is definitely the best I've ever managed to pull off this particular little trick. Let's see if it does anything stupid on this, like, arching bit. Yeah, I mean, it does some weird stuff, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rerun did that. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. So I can pretty easily rerun that bit, get it to stick again, and if that stays in, I can rerun a little bit of that to fix it. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And then you're gonna be a double slip switch, and you're gonna be a double slip switch, and you're gonna be a double slip switch, and you are gonna be a double slip switch, and you are gonna be a double slip switch, and you are also going to be, if I can select you, a double slip switch. And then this bit is going to extend off to be the other half of the bridge. So basically, cargo trains will come up, use that double slip switch to go out, and come back in that way. And passenger trains can just keep on barreling through without slowing down on any double slip switch. So then, let's see, because we're going to want to redo that bit, because that went a little too funky for my liking. So with any luck, it'll just snap in nice, which it will. Boom. I mean, it slows down real slow on that double slip. I mean, you saw it said that's a 37 mile an hour double slip. But to be perfectly honest, that's fine. Like, yeah, the cargo train that's coming out of that track is going to have to crawl practically, or not even mile an hour, that's kilometers an hour, which means it's probably like, 20 miles an hour. But that's fine. Like, it can cruise out of that super slow along those switches and then jet off down the rest of the bridge. And especially since it's going to be reaching the top of the bridge there, and then it's going to pick up speed on the way down, it should be fun. Yeah, I mean, yes, this little junction here is going to be a real choke point, but it's not going to, ruin everything. Let's see, let's get this guy to go in a bit better. So if we get rid of that chunk and relay it, it should also fix the graphical error on that chunk. Apparently not. So we're actually going to have to take out both of those. But theoretically, it should come out fine. Okay. Now is not the time to panic. We should be able to take out that one right the way up. And then run this one in, and it should go in. Okay, so yeah, it just is going to break there. Ooh, that's not nice. I don't like that. I think I'm going to take that bridge back, and I'm going to merge it in with that one sooner. Run them parallel for a longer distance if I can. So I'm going to take that just right the way back. Then I'm going to run this up to there. And they're going to run parallel from, like, that's the soonest it'll go in, is like there. So yeah, it's just going to run parallel from there onward. Boom. And then we'll run from there. And if I can get it to snap on to that double slip there. Come on. Now for now, we'll run out to there. Boom. And that's cleaned up all of the particularly egregious graphical errors when rendering in this bridge. I mean, yes, this is probably, one of the funkiest bridges that's ever gone in Transport Fever 2. Like, you have a hump there, a dip there, a massive hump over there. We're going to have 6 sidings sticking out into the middle of the bridge. But it works. And it's going to get a stupidly large station complex all the way across this stupidly big river. while also letting my ships go through underneath. And then while my money reserves refill a little bit, I think I'm going to start chucking in some assets on these sidings. Make them pretty. So, even if it's not going to be used, I think I'm going to... Oh, wait, no, we don't want buildings. We want assets. Track assets. So, yeah, we've got some brake vans of a style that we're not going to get for a while. Then we've got... I think I'm going to go into the... these guys. And I think I'm going to grab the... 040 saddle tank with a cab. And so we're going to have our... basically Percy here as a station pilot. Just parked out here on the first bridge siding. It's going to be basically Percy. And we're going to have like... Okay, so yeah, we have the these guys in single tone, but oh, yeah, that's the one issue with putting multiple things on these, is it doesn't come out real nice. So yeah, I think we're going to do like maybe Percy, and we'll chuck a spare brake van at the end, because like if you put any them like, you know, not right next to each other, it's not too bad. But especially with Percy, because he's of his real short wheelbase. But yeah, putting a lot of stuff on here is going to look weird. Yeah, I wish the track assets would angle to the track as well. That'd be super nice. But they don't. So, oh well. And so yeah, we're going to do maybe like a couple of one plank wagons just scattered about up there. Maybe like do like... And this is going to be, you know, a very disorganized little goods yard in here. So, so we're going to have some construction materials waiting to come in. We're about to get our hands on some of them. And then maybe goods. And then we'll do some covered wagons that you don't know what's in them. And just... no, we'll do them empty. Good, if you do them empty, it closes the doors. Awesome. So yeah, that's exactly what we want there. So yeah, we'll do some empty covered wagons just chucked about. All these guys just sitting here, flocks under their wheels, waiting to be turned into trains. Actually, yeah, the bogey coaches, I think, actually do wait until they unlock. Either that or we just never get them. But I think I am going to put a couple of coaches in. So we're going to get the early four wheels, because I don't like the other one. So yeah, I definitely want... Yeah. I do wish that the rear that we actually did have a rear ducket brake with an actual ducket in the four-wheel coaches. I don't know. I like the duckety coaches. But anyway, we're gonna have that guy, then we're gonna have a third class and chuck that in, first class, and chuck that in. I think we'll actually have two third classes, but we're not actually gonna hook them together because on this, you know, weird lumpy humpy bridge that would look weird. So yeah, got a little goods yard on the water with a little station pilot parked in one of the sidings. And then to make it actually look like that station pilot could, you know, do its job, I actually think I'm going to move it back a ways, and I'm going to put in another double slip switch monstrosity going in that way. No, we don't. Why do I keep going into there to grab the track? Anyway, we're going to move this guy right the way back to there. Then we're going to put in a track going from there. See if I can get a place that... Yeah, no, we're going to have to put it in from maybe for like from there. Nope. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. And it just randomly popped in, and I'll take it before it goes away. So yeah, now it looks like that little station pilot could actually, get up to the station to do things. Even if it would, have to dance out onto the main line to actually run these, it could still run up, grab something. But, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not the safest way to set up a goods yard, or the cheapest, or the most efficient, or the best looking. But it let me put it in the bridge nicely, so I'll take it. And I do like how it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arches that go all the way, or not arches, the ends of the arches that go all the way through before it, starts to scatter into the disparate bridges. And we did manage to get the passenger and depot track going down that way. And so we'll be able to run that passenger train. Probably we're going to run it down to there. Yeah, we're going to run this route past there, over the little mostly dried up creek to there. And I think we're going to have, actually I was wanting to have an express run from there. So yeah, apparently I'm going to be getting one of those is going to have to be a high-speed track, which is going to mean it's going to go the whole length of the station. And then the other one is just going to be split in the middle at the low speed, which is fine. I mean, that's perfectly fine. But yeah. Anyway, let's go into the lines here and check line profitability and everything. So that one isn't doing too hot with delivering stuff, but both of these guys are doing real good. I think I actually need to, I do need to up the rate on, so let's see this, let's go in here and check the rate. So both of those could actually do with a little bit of upping of the rate. So I think I'm going to add a couple extra cars onto this one. So we're going to manage this guy and modify him. Go into cargo. And we're going to grab, I think I'm going to do these ones as a different type. So we're going to chuck in a couple of one planks there. And we're going to chuck in a couple of one planks on the other one. So then we'll take these guys and modify them. And I think I'm going to just chuck in one on each. Oh, so yeah, we just got a few more of the various generics. We got our later style 4 wheels. Still haven't gotten the cargo trams yet, but now that we've gotten these guys, these are actually the same speed as my freight cars. I think I might actually do a train of those. Not sure yet, though. Anyway, I'll just check 2 on, move 1 down, and then move them over. Probably should have done the top one first, because it slings you back to the beginning of the list when you change which train you're working on. But there we go. And with any luck, that will up it so that we'll have 4. Nope, still need a bit more on that guy. Okay. So let's modify. Go to here, and we'll check on 2 more. And rate 415. That we probably could have done with only 1 more, but whatever. So I'm do this the easy way of chuck those guys off, and then chuck them back on, which will put them on the end. There we go. So yeah, now those guys will be able to keep up. Those guys will be able to keep up. I'll come over here to make sure that now that those guys are a touch longer, they'll still get the switch, which looks like they do. So all in all, I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to put in that quarry brickworks, and then I'm going to run, I think I'm going to actually run it, put in my harbor now, and run a ship from the brickworks down to the harbor, which is probably going to be here. And actually, that actually makes perfect sense because the bricks are coming out this side, so that'll direct connect with that to let me distribute more easily. So yeah, let's get this guy. And I definitely want to do large. Do I want to have it sticking out, though? Oh yeah, we've got plenty of river space here. I can afford to have it sticking way the way out. Boom. So yeah, and as I have more, I'm probably going to do at least a few water-based lines. I'm probably going to wind up also putting in a second harbor, like there-ish, maybe. Ooh, I don't like that. That's a not fun text. I don't like you. I think I am, however, going to have a road here, but I'm going to run it like maybe up there, and then, hey, no, I said to curve, darn you. I want you to curve, to run up there, and then to curve down that way, and then keep on curving right down to the water. Or go straight instead, fine. Whatever. But anyway, then I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and re-lock up those. So that'll keep those guys from being modified by the town. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get in that ship's line. And the brickworks will need 2, and I should be able to get a direct connection to it. If not, I can do a little runabout type thing. But if nothing else, I can do the dockside path trick, which I think I might have to. Let's see. So we're going to keep that guy pinned. And I'm going to just try running a little road right on up to there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Like that. And theoretically, hey, good. Direct connection. And we'll need the same up here for the quarry. But I'm only going to do one terminal here, because theoretically all this is ever going to do is ship out stone from the quarry. So yeah, we'll do that, and then just get a straight bit of road. Oop. Then we'll start from like there, and then just go feel around for a little connection just like that. And that should more than do it. Double check though, yep. So then we'll get in our new line from there to there. And then kind of arrange up the thing I like to do for my depot. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pause the game so I can sell off most of this stuff as I go. So I'm going to go out like that, then I'm going to go up like that, then I'm going to get rid of that one. Then I'm going to go out like that, down like that, then I'm going to get rid of both of those. Then I'm going to go out like that twice, which I kind of think that I should just jumped over that, but that would have been so much easier. Oh well. But anyway, I think that on this side, this is going to be my passenger side. So I'm going to put in the passenger main building there. Then I'm going to get rid of that. And I actually like to get rid of some of those little bits. And then I'm going to get these ones put in the path style I like. Get rid of those two. But yeah, and by putting them in off of the other one sticking out sideways, the bollards are on the outside rather than right next to the road, and I feel that looks a lot better. Makes it look like they're lining a path rather than getting in the way. But anyway, so now what I can do is go into this and grab the depot, or a shipyard, or whatever you want to call it. And I'll just chuck that right on in. Yeah. And that's actually probably going to wind up being a bit too tight on these two, so I think I might actually move those over. But I'm going to be adding additional, actually, you know, since there's less room to expand that way, I think I'm going to want to put the passenger terminal there. Well, actually, is there anything that's even worth running passenger for? I actually don't think there is anything that's worth running passenger ferry on. So I'm actually going to take this, and since I'm going to need to go out one more anyway, I'm going to chuck that on. Then I'm going to get rid of the passenger main building there and jump out with the cargo one that way. And then put that guy in. And I'm going to put the landing that side. And then I'm going to move that one over a smidge. Well, actually, although that's actually a thing. So with that the way it is, it actually, the ships actually come out and drive through the dock, which I don't like. So I think I'm actually going to redo this bit here. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go into cargo, grab this, stick it out there, come up there. Then I'm going to get rid of that entirely. Then put it in that way. I think I'm actually going to leave that bit in, but I'm going to take that out so I can extend this down further as time goes on. So yeah, oh wait, I need a landing. And then we're going to need another line that goes from up here at the brickworks. Oh wait, no. Didn't want to add that again. I said I wanted a new line. I'm actually going to swap terminals on that one. I want the stone line to be the one going around. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to come up here, grab this guy, and swap terminals. Boom. And then now to buy some ships. Let's see. I don't think we're late enough to get... Yeah, no, we're not late enough for the Dunara Castle. Let's see. This guy's probably going to be better for that little short ferry across on line 5, which I'm going to go through and rename all these lines. I'm not just going to leave them as line whatever, but I think I'm probably going to do that offline. But yeah. Now let's see, this guy does haul stone, so yeah, we'll grab like probably 3 maybe, and chuck those onto line 5. And then for the longer line, they're actually going to get up to speed, so we'll use these guys, and we'll grab maybe 5 of them. Or, nope. 4, 3, we can afford 3. So those guys will go on line 6. Boom. There we go. So yeah, this should now be producing or shipping. Why are you not shipping? That's connected. That's connected. We have ships on that line. They are capable of carrying stone. Oh, because I haven't hit the play button, that's why. Hey, there we go. Yeah, these guys are now shipping a bunch. And they should ship 100 right now, but eventually it's going to get up so that all of both those lines are going to need a rate of like 400. And this one's good as is. In fact, I can probably just literally leave that there forever with those same ships forever. But the other line is going to take a little while to... I'm going to need to up that at some point. But for now, though, actually for now, I think I might take one of these guys and swap it onto the Wonker line. Even if it won't do as good as the other ships for that line, it still will be fairly good. So, yeah. And since we're doing that now, we're going to need to take this into account. Oh, hey, looks like all but those little bits, which I think probably want tools. Oh no, those are industrial. So those, yeah, we do need to run a delivery route. Even, wow, okay, but it is going to expand like up into there, so we definitely will need it. So let's get that out of the way. Let's see, probably maybe there. Yeah, because that'll cover everything up through there, but it'll also cover all that stuff as it grows in. So yeah, we'll put stop just about. Actually, let's put it going that way. Or no, because yeah, because we're gonna want to use that one, so we're gonna want it to come up like that. Yeah, we're actually gonna want that the other way. So it's gonna come through there and turn there, go through there, up there, turn there, and then go down there. Hopefully. Well, not hopefully, I'll force it to with waypoints. So we're gonna go from there to there. And I'm gonna chuck in a waypoint to make sure it does. And I, of course, went into the railway. Because why wouldn't I? So let's grab a waypoint and chuck it there. And then we're going to grab this line and we're going to manage it. We're going to say, after there, you're first going to go through that waypoint. Which, of course, doesn't do what I want, so I'm going to need to put in another waypoint over here. Boom. Okay, line 7. Even before you go to that waypoint, you need to go through that one. Hey, there we go. Now it's doing what I want. Okay, just nice little loopy bout. And I don't think that I have my cargo trams yet. Nope. They're probably going to be like the next thing to unlock, but either way, I'm going to need depot access over there. So, let's see. I probably can chuck a road through from there up to there. I might actually be able to. It'll sacrifice my ability to put turnarounds close into the station. I probably chuck it up through to there, through up there. Let's see, on this side, yeah, I probably, let's see, can I get road through under all that? I'm gonna try it, because why not? We don't do things because we're easy, we do them because they are hard. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna, yeah, it wasn't gonna manage that. No way. Okay. I could, plow through that. Ooh, I never put in that bit. Of course, I let them grow back. Okay, so yeah, we're going to grab this. We're going to come out to there. And then we're going to hook in around to up there. We're going to go, if I can get in the right position, we're going to go right the way down along the line that way. And that should get this in without busting up any more of the town than I already have. Except for that one building that randomly just, oh, fine. We'll force that to be a slightly smaller building too. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, I could just, you know, blow through on this side instead. Which I think I'm going to. I'm going to go ahead and just do it. It's too much sloping me from there to there. Okay, so maybe I can't because those guys are tilting up. Okay. So this side it is. So yeah, just right through pretty literally everything. I'm gonna have to come out to there. Just let's see if I can. I'm actually gonna start it on the track here. Just slam through all the other tracks. It's gonna be just a lumpy little access road. Although I'll bet you that they're gonna chuck at least one building in there, and maybe even one there and one there, or something ridiculous like that. Have buildings that are just, you know, super isolated because they stuck them, you know, in between all of the station tracks. Yeah, this game likes to do things like that. Just chuck buildings in weird locations like that, which, I mean, I'm not going to stop them. I think it's kind of interesting having buildings there. Just one of those things where you point and laugh and make fun of the game a little bit. You know, run that as curved down as I can. All right, run it from there and desperately hope I can get it to make level crossings through all of that. And looky there. And I'm actually going to take it to that one as far up as I can, like there. Then I'm going to try and make a real tight turn in there. So I want to leave enough room there that I might be able to get some level crossings in, or some switches in there. But I have to avoid that diamond there because you can't put a level crossing and a diamond in the same spot. Same for that diamond, actually. So I'm going to need to snake my way through. And oh, what do you mean too much slope? Don't you give me that. Fine then. I'll bust that out of the way. And then I'll put that in afterward. And I'll boost it up a little bit to make it a little less weird. There we go. And then we're gonna... Oh, come on. Now, we need to extend that out just a little bit more so I can get the main road down to there. We're gonna chuck that in just flat and level. We're gonna chuck that in, going along and up to it. Then we're gonna chuck a bit more in, going down to the riverside. And it'll probably get in a decent few buildings around there. Yeah, that funky little depot access connecting the two halves of the town. At some point, I'm actually probably going to want to try and see if I can get in a road bridge over all of this nonsense, so that I can get an actual tram service from one half of the town to the other. Actually, I'm actually not going to put that in until I have to, but I think I am going to move this road back a little bit in preparation for it. Because, yeah, that bit's going to give me grief. They're going to build all over that. But I'll have to break buildings there and there, probably break some there. Although actually, I don't know. But anyway, either way, though, I'm going to need a bit of room to route the bridge in after, so I'm going to take that stuff out. And I'm going to rerun the road so that I have a little bit more room to hook up a bridge to it later, like that. Boom. Anyway, okay, so yeah, these guys actually are already getting bricks dropped off. Let's see, how much is it shipping in? So it's shipping 14. Yeah, it's shipping basically everything it's making. This guy's shipping full. Those guys should be delivering all of it. So it's just a matter of letting it run for a little while to get its production up. But I think I'm going to pin this up and leave you guys with a bit of a ride on something. Let's go for a boat ride. Well, let's go ahead on deck and we'll go for a boat ride. There we go. And I think I'm going to leave you guys with this. I'll come shut the stream off in just a little bit.